Hello guys, welcome to the fiction series. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto joined Orochimaru? If you want more awesome fan fiction like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So without wasting any time, let's get into the video. The forest of death lay shrouded in eerie silence as the moonlight seeped through the dense canopy, casting a surreal glow upon the thick foliage. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Kabuto had finally reached the designated point for their battle, their tense expressions betraying the gravity of the moment. All around them, the forest whispered with a malicious intent, as if nature itself was aware of the impending clash. Orochimaru stood before them, his yellow eyes gleaming like twin flames in the night. His snake-like visage was a stark contrast to the moonlit scenery, and a predatory smile played on his lips. Naruto felt a shiver run down his spine as he gazed upon the man who had just offered him unimaginable power. The weight of his decision bore down on his shoulders, a burden heavier than any he had ever carried. You have the potential, Naruto, Orochimaru hissed, his voice a haunting serenade, to become greater than you ever dreamed. Greater than they ever allowed you to be in Konoha. Naruto's mind raced, a storm of emotions and thoughts vying for his attention. The allure of power was seductive, and Orochimaru had preyed on the very thing that had fueled Naruto's journey, the desire to be acknowledged, to be something more than the village's outcast. Sasuke glared at Naruto, his eyes burning with the intensity of their rivalry. Don't even think about it, Naruto. We're going to take him down. Sakura, torn between her loyalty to Naruto and her fear of Orochimaru, simply whispered, Naruto, please, don't. Naruto's inner turmoil manifested as beads of sweat on his forehead. The words of his friends clashed with Orochimaru's promises. The desire to stand on equal footing with Sasuke and be respected by the villagers had been his driving force for years, and Orochimaru's offer was a shortcut to that goal. Think, Naruto, Orochimaru cooed, sensing the boy's wavering resolve. Konoha has never truly recognized your worth. They treat you like a jinchuriki, a weapon. But with my help, you can be so much more. Naruto's heart pounded in his chest. His fingers twitched, and he considered the possibilities. He pictured himself returning to Konoha as a hero, commanding the respect he had always craved. But he couldn't ignore the voice within, warning him that Orochimaru's path was one of darkness and treachery. Enough of this. Sasuke declared, forming a series of hand signs, preparing to attack Orochimaru. He charged forward, lightning crackling around him. Sakura followed suit, determined to protect Naruto, even from himself. But Naruto remained frozen, caught in the whirlwind of his own internal conflict. Orochimaru's smile deepened, and he extended a pale hand toward Naruto. Decide now, Naruto, or it will be too late. At that moment, the world seemed to slow down, and Naruto's inner turmoil reached a breaking point. His mind raced back to all the sacrifices he had made, the pain he had endured, and the determination that had driven him. He thought of Jiraiya's teachings, of Iruka's guidance, and of the bonds he had forged with his friends. The memories of those who had believed in him and supported him came flooding back. Naruto, he whispered to himself, finding strength in those memories. With newfound determination, Naruto took a step forward, away from Orochimaru's outstretched hand. He turned to Sasuke and Sakura, his eyes filled with resolve. I won't do it. I won't choose this path. I will find my own way to become stronger, but not at the cost of my soul. Sasuke and Sakura both stopped in their tracks, their expressions a mixture of relief and disbelief. Kabuto, who had been observing in the background, could only watch as Naruto rejected Orochimaru's offer. Orochimaru's predatory smile twisted into a sneer of frustration. Very well, Naruto. You've made your choice. But remember, the offer stands. When you realize the limits of your strength, come find me. Naruto nodded, his gaze unwavering. I will become stronger, Orochimaru, but I'll do it my way, without sacrificing who I am. The tension in the forest began to dissipate, and Orochimaru, with a last lingering look at Naruto, retreated into the shadows, leaving the group to grapple with the consequences of their choices. As the moonlight bathed them in its gentle glow, Sasuke and Sakura approached Naruto. Sasuke, though still fiercely competitive, nodded in approval. You made the right choice, Naruto. Sakura's eyes shimmered with gratitude. I'm so glad you're still our friend. Naruto smiled, the weight of his decision lifting, even if just a little. I couldn't abandon the bonds I've made with you guys. We'll get stronger together, and I'll find my own path to recognition. Their camaraderie rekindled, Team 7 stood together in the forest of death, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Naruto had rejected the temptation of Orochimaru's power, choosing instead to forge his own destiny, guided by the bonds and friendships that had become his source of strength. The decision to reject Orochimaru's offer had been a defining moment for Naruto, reaffirming his commitment to his friends and to the path he had chosen for himself. However, the consequences of that decision were far from over. While Naruto had escaped Orochimaru's clutches that night in the forest of death, the experience had left its mark, both mentally and physically. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kabuto returned to Konoha, their bond strengthened by the ordeal. They had faced a powerful adversary, and it was clear that they needed to grow stronger to protect the village from any potential threats. Over the following weeks, the trio continued their rigorous training under Kakashi's watchful eye. Naruto was more determined than ever to prove himself, not only to the villagers but to his friends as well. He had refused Orochimaru's offer of power, and he was determined to find his own way to greatness. Kakashi had noticed Naruto's renewed determination and decided it was time to teach him a new technique. The three of them gathered at the training ground, where Kakashi explained the concept of chakra nature and how it could be used to develop advanced jutsu. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, it's time to discover your chakra nature, Kakashi said, eyeing them with a serious expression. Knowing your chakra nature will allow you to develop jutsu that are unique to you and your abilities. Sasuke seemed unfazed, his Sharingan eyes focused and determined. Sakura, on the other hand, appeared eager to learn, her green eyes filled with anticipation. Naruto, however, felt a pang of insecurity. He had always been a bit behind his peers, and he feared that discovering his chakra nature might reveal some deficiency within him. Nonetheless, he nodded and listened intently as Kakashi began explaining the process. Over the following days, Kakashi guided them through various exercises to help them connect with their chakra natures. Sasuke quickly identified his affinity for fire, while Sakura found hers to be water. Naruto, however, struggled to pinpoint his chakra nature. He attempted one exercise after another, but nothing seemed to work. Days turned into weeks, and Naruto's frustration grew. He spent countless hours trying to unravel the enigma of his chakra nature, but it remained elusive. Doubt gnawed at his confidence, and he couldn't help but feel like he was falling behind once again. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Naruto sat alone on the rooftop of his apartment. His thoughts whirled like a tempest in his mind, and he couldn't escape the shadow of Orochimaru's tempting offer. What if he had accepted it? Would he be stronger now? In the midst of his contemplation, a shadow loomed over him. It was Kakashi, who had sensed Naruto's inner turmoil. Naruto, I can see that you're struggling, Kakashi said in his usual calm tone. Naruto sighed, his frustration and self-doubt welling up. I can't find my chakra nature, Kakashi-sensei. I feel like I'm always one step behind Sasuke and Sakura. Kakashi crouched down next to Naruto, his visible eye filled with understanding. Naruto, it's okay to struggle. It's okay to be different. Remember, you have the 9 tails sealed within you, and that can complicate things. But it also means you have the potential for incredible power. It just might take a little longer to unlock. Naruto's eyes widened as he considered Kakashi's words. The 9 tails, his inner demon, was a part of him that he had always resented. But now, he saw it as a source of strength, a unique aspect of himself that could set him apart. Kakashi continued, the journey to discover your chakra nature might be a bit more challenging for you, but I have faith that you can do it. Just remember that your path to greatness will be different from Sasuke's or Sakura's. Embrace your uniqueness. Naruto's determination was reignited. He wasn't going to let his past or his differences hold him back. He nodded firmly, a newfound resolve in his heart. Back at the training ground, Naruto continued his efforts to discover his chakra nature. He focused on the 9-tailed fox's chakra within him, hoping that it would provide the key to unlocking his potential. After weeks of intense training and introspection, Naruto finally had a breakthrough. It was a sunny day when Naruto stood in the center of the training ground, his eyes closed in deep concentration. He channeled his chakra, delving into the 9 tails energy within him. As he did, a unique and powerful chakra nature emerged, a blend of wind and fire, the Rasengan. Kakashi, watching from a distance, noticed the swirling vortex of chakra that Naruto had created. A sense of pride washed over him as he realized that Naruto had discovered his own chakra nature, one that was entirely his own. Naruto, Kakashi called out, that's it. You've found your chakra nature. Naruto opened his eyes, his gaze locked on the churning sphere of energy he had created. A triumphant grin stretched across his face. I did it. I found my own path, Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke and Sakura joined them, their eyes filled with amazement at Naruto's accomplishment. Sasuke couldn't help but feel a tinge of envy at Naruto's unique chakra nature. It was a reminder that Naruto's journey was indeed his own. Kakashi approached Naruto, placing a hand on his shoulder. This is just the beginning, Naruto. With this newfound power, you'll be able to create your own jutsu, unique to you and your abilities. Naruto's determination burned brighter than ever. He had found his chakra nature, a blend of wind and fire, and he was ready to forge his own path to greatness. The future held limitless possibilities, and Naruto was determined to seize them all, proving that he could be a true ninja of Konoha in his own way. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the training ground, Naruto knew that the journey ahead would be challenging, but he was no longer daunted by the differences that set him apart. Instead, he embraced his uniqueness, ready to become the ninja he was destined to be. Months had passed since Naruto's discovery of his unique chakra nature, and his determination to become a stronger ninja had only grown. With his newfound abilities, he was ready to face any challenge that came his way, but there was one challenge that had always haunted him: the absence of Sasuke. Sasuke had left the village in pursuit of power, and Naruto couldn't shake the feeling of responsibility that weighed on his shoulders. He had vowed to bring Sasuke back to Konoha, no matter what it took. The early morning sun bathed the village in a warm golden light as Naruto stood outside the Hokage's office. He had requested a meeting with Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, to discuss a plan to retrieve Sasuke. He knew that Sasuke had been on a dark path, and the longer he stayed away, the more difficult it would be to bring him back. Tsunade, her office filled with paperwork as usual, looked up as Naruto entered. She could see the determination in his eyes and knew that he wouldn't be dissuaded. "What can I do for you, Naruto?" Naruto took a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. "Hokage-sama, I want to assemble a team to find Sasuke and bring him back to Konoha. He's out there, seeking more power, and I can't let him go any further down that dark path." Tsunade leaned back in her chair, her expression contemplative. "I understand your concern, Naruto. But you know that Sasuke is no longer the boy you used to know. He's a rogue ninja who has taken on dangerous missions and confronted the Akatsuki. Bringing him back won't be easy." Naruto's fists clenched as he replied, "I know it won't be easy, but I have to try. Sasuke is like a brother to me. I can't just stand by and watch him fall further into darkness." Tsunade studied Naruto for a moment before nodding. "Very well, Naruto. I'll grant your request. You can assemble a team, but it won't be an official mission sanctioned by Konoha. This will be a personal endeavor. And remember, your safety and the safety of your team come first." Naruto's gratitude was evident as he bowed deeply. "Thank you, Hokage-sama. I won't let you down." As Naruto exited the Hokage's office, his first thought was to seek out Sakura and Sasuke's former teammates. Sakura had grown immensely as a ninja and had become a formidable medic nin. He knew her skills would be invaluable on this mission. He found Sakura at the Konoha hospital, attending to a patient. Her emerald eyes brightened with a mixture of surprise and excitement when she saw him. "Naruto, what brings you here?" she asked, her voice filled with curiosity. Naruto smiled, his determination evident. "I need your help, Sakura. We're going to find Sasuke." Sakura's expression shifted from surprise to determination. She knew that this moment would come sooner or later. "I'm in, Naruto. I'll do whatever it takes to bring Sasuke back." With Sakura on board, the two friends set out to find the third member of their team, Sai. They discovered him in the middle of a painting session at the Konoha Art Gallery. His unique blend of artistic talent and combat abilities made him a valuable asset. Naruto approached Sai and watched as the brushes moved effortlessly across the canvas. "Sai, we need your help. Sasuke has gone rogue, and we're going to find him." Sai paused his artwork, his expression revealing little emotion. "I will assist you, Naruto. I never got a chance to properly apologize to Sasuke for my actions. This is my way of making amends." With their team assembled, Naruto, Sakura and Sai began their preparations. They gathered information about Sasuke's last known whereabouts and mission assignments. The trail led them to the Land of Sound, a place shrouded in mystery and danger. Their journey took them through dense forests and treacherous terrain. The group faced various challenges, from battling rogue ninja to navigating through hidden traps. Naruto's determination and leadership shone through as he encouraged his team to press on, never losing sight of their goal. As they ventured deeper into the Land of Sound, Naruto couldn't help but think about the choices they had all made. Sasuke had been consumed by his desire for power, a path he had walked alone. Naruto, on the other hand, had embraced the support of his friends, choosing to become stronger together. One evening, as they made camp in the dense forest, Sakura approached Naruto, her expression thoughtful. "Naruto, do you ever wonder if we made the right choice?" Naruto gazed at the campfire, its flickering flames casting an amber glow across his face. "I used to, Sakura. But I know that I made the right choice for me. I want Sasuke to realize that too." Sakura nodded, her determination matching Naruto's. "We'll bring him back, Naruto. We'll show him that there's a better path, one where he doesn't have to be consumed by darkness." Their journey continued, and they eventually reached the outskirts of Orochimaru's former hideout. The sinister aura of the place sent shivers down their spines, but they pressed forward, fueled by their determination to find Sasuke. Inside the hideout, they encountered remnants of Orochimaru's experiments and sinister traps. As they delved deeper, they couldn't help but feel the weight of the past and the darkness that had once resided there. Their search finally led them to a hidden chamber where they found Sasuke, his back turned to them. He was engrossed in a confrontation with a powerful enemy. Naruto, Sakura and Sai watched in silence, knowing that this was the moment they had come for. Sasuke's relentless pursuit of power had led him down a treacherous path and the darkness in his heart was palpable. As the battle raged on, Naruto could see the struggle within Sasuke. The choices he had made had brought him strength, but they had also taken a heavy toll. Naruto knew that he had to reach out to his friend to remind him of the bonds they had forged in their youth. Naruto stepped forward, his voice firm and unwavering. "Sasuke, it's time to come back. You don't have to do this alone." Sasuke paused for a moment, his Sharingan eyes narrowing as he turned to face Naruto. There was a mixture of surprise and frustration in his gaze. "Naruto, why are you here? You should have stayed away." Naruto shook his head, determination blazing in his eyes. "I couldn't leave you like this, Sasuke. You're my friend and I won't give up on you." Sasuke's internal struggle was evident as he considered Naruto's words. The battle around them continued, but in that moment, a flicker of doubt crossed Sasuke's face. But the fighting around them intensifying, Naruto extended his hand towards Sasuke, a gesture of friendship and hope. "Come back with us, Sasuke. We'll face whatever challenges lie ahead together." Sasuke stared at Naruto's outstretched hand, the darkness in his heart warring with his memories of the past, of the camaraderie they had shared as teammates. With a conflicted expression, he finally reached out and clasped Naruto's hand. The battle came to an abrupt halt and the enemy retreated, leaving Naruto, Sakura, Sai, and Sasuke standing together in the chamber. The weight of the moment was immense, and Naruto knew that their journey was far from over. Sasuke had taken the first step toward redemption, and it was up to them to guide him back to the light. As they made their way out of the hideout, Naruto couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. They had found Sasuke, and though the path to his redemption would be long and challenging, they had taken the first step. The journey back to Konoha was filled with a mix of emotions. Sasuke had made the choice to return, and Naruto knew that the bonds of friendship had prevailed. As they entered the village, they were met with a mixture of relief and joy from the villagers, who had longed for Sasuke's safe return. Tsunade welcomed them back, her expression a mixture of relief and pride. "You did well, Naruto. You've brought Sasuke back to us." Naruto smiled, his eyes filled with gratitude for the support and friendship that had guided them on this journey. "We did it together, Hokage-sama. We brought Sasuke back and now we'll help him find his way again." The path to redemption would not be easy for Sasuke, but with his friends by his side, he had a chance to rebuild his life and rediscover the light that had once burned within him. Naruto had never given up on his friend, and the bonds they shared were stronger than ever, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the strength of their village. But Sasuke's return to Konoha, the village breathed a collective sigh of relief. Naruto's unwavering determination and the strength of his bonds with his friends had pulled Sasuke back from the precipice of darkness. However, the road to redemption was just beginning, and Naruto knew that there was much work to be done. Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, called Naruto and his team into her office to discuss their next steps. They had successfully brought Sasuke back, but his crimes could not be ignored. The village needed to decide how to proceed. "Naruto, Sakura, Sai," Tsunade began, her tone serious, "I want to thank you for bringing Sasuke back. However, we cannot simply ignore the crimes he has committed while he was away. We need to determine the best course of action for Sasuke." Naruto nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. "I know, Hokage-sama. Sasuke has a lot to answer for, but I believe he can change." Sakura and Sai echoed Naruto's sentiments, expressing their hope that Sasuke could find a new path. Tsunade continued, "I've decided to form a special team to monitor Sasuke's actions and help him reintegrate into the village. Kakashi will lead this team and I'm appointing you, Naruto, as his right-hand man." Naruto's eyes widened in surprise and gratitude. "Hokage-sama, I'll do my best to help Sasuke and ensure he makes amends." Kakashi, who had been observing the conversation in his usual calm demeanor, spoke up. "I will do my part to guide Sasuke down a better path. With the right support, he has a chance at redemption." Their mission was clear. Help Sasuke atone for his actions and find a way to use his prodigious skills for the betterment of Konoha. With the guidance of Kakashi and the unwavering support of Naruto and his team, they set out to make amends. Over the following weeks, Naruto and his team worked closely with Sasuke, both in the field and during their downtime. Sasuke was distant at first, haunted by the memories of his past actions, but Naruto's persistent friendship and Kakashi's steady guidance began to break through the walls he had built around himself. One day, as they trained in the secluded fields of Konoha, Naruto decided to talk to Sasuke about his past. The two sparred, their movements fluid and synchronized. As they exchanged blows, Naruto finally broached the subject. "Sasuke," Naruto said between punches, "I know you did some terrible things when you left the village. But you're back now, and I believe you can make amends." Sasuke's eyes flashed with a mixture of anger and regret. "You don't understand, Naruto. I've hurt so many people. I don't deserve forgiveness. Naruto blocked Sasuke's strike and looked into his eyes with unwavering resolve. Sasuke, we've all made mistakes. What matters is what we do next. You have a chance to change, to become the person you want to be. Sasuke's guard began to waver as Naruto's words sank in. He paused, then let out a heavy sigh. Naruto, you're different from how I remembered you. You've become stronger. Naruto grinned, not stopping his attacks. We've all grown, Sasuke. And we'll continue to grow together. Their training continued, and the bonds between Naruto and Sasuke slowly began to mend. It was clear that Sasuke was no longer the same vengeful boy who had left the village. He was a man burdened by his past, seeking a new purpose. One evening, as they sat around a campfire, Naruto decided to share his own journey of redemption. He talked about his time with Jiraiya, his struggles with loneliness, and how he had found his place in the village. Naruto's story resonated with Sasuke, who saw a reflection of his own path in Naruto's words. As the days turned into weeks, Sasuke's determination to make amends grew stronger. He began to assist with missions and help the village in any way he could. Slowly, he earned the trust of the villagers who had once feared him. The turning point came during a mission to protect a small village on the outskirts of Konoha. The village was under attack by a group of rogue ninja, and Naruto, Sasuke, and their team were dispatched to provide assistance. During the battle, Sasuke's skill and expertise were on full display. He fought with a determination that surpassed even his previous performances. He protected the villagers, displaying a selflessness that had been absent from his actions in the past. As the battle concluded, the villagers expressed their gratitude to Sasuke, whose reputation had started to change. They saw him not as a rogue ninja but as a protector, a symbol of the village's commitment to redemption. Naruto watched as Sasuke interacted with the villagers, a sense of pride swelling within him. His friend was on the path to redemption, and Naruto had played a crucial role in guiding him there. In the weeks that followed, Kakashi and the team continued to work closely with Sasuke, ensuring that he was integrating into the village seamlessly. Sasuke, while still quiet and introspective, had become an active participant in the village's daily life. During a quiet evening, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai sat together in a tranquil part of the village. The bonds that had once been strained had now deepened, and they were no longer just teammates, they were friends who had overcome countless obstacles. Sasuke finally spoke, breaking the silence that had settled over them. Naruto, Sakura, Sai, I want to thank all of you. You've helped me find my way back, and I'll do everything I can to make amends for my past. Naruto grinned and clapped Sasuke on the back. That's what friends are for, Sasuke. We'll face the future together. As the night grew darker, the four friends looked up at the stars, a sense of peace and unity filling the air. The journey to redemption was far from over, but they were ready to face it together, knowing that the bonds they had forged were unbreakable. The village of Konoha continued to thrive, its future brighter with the promise of redemption. Naruto had succeeded in bringing his friend back from the brink of darkness, and Sasuke was well on his way to finding his own path, guided by the strength of their friendship and the unwavering support of their village. The days in Konoha passed peacefully. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and their friends had found a new sense of unity and purpose. The village flourished, and it seemed like their long journey to redeem Sasuke had finally come to a close. But, as it often happened, tranquility was not destined to last forever. A new threat emerged, one that tested the bonds and loyalties they had fought so hard to rebuild. News of a powerful rogue ninja, an S-rank criminal, sent shockwaves through the village. The rogue ninja was a former comrade from Sasuke's past, someone who had once been a part of Team 7. Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke gathered in the Hokage's office, the atmosphere tense. Tsunade's expression was grave as she revealed the dire situation. The rogue ninja is none other than Karen, Tsunade said, her voice filled with concern. She has become a formidable threat and poses a danger to the village. We have no choice but to deal with her. Naruto's mind raced as he thought back to their time together as Team 7. Karen had been a comrade, a part of their shared history. The news of her descent into darkness was both surprising and disheartening. Sakura, her face etched with worry, spoke up, we can't just eliminate her, Tsunade-sama. There must be a way to bring her back, just like we did with Sasuke. Tsunade nodded, acknowledging Sakura's sentiment. I understand your concern, but we must prioritize the safety of the village. If there's a chance to bring her back, we'll take it. But be prepared for the worst. Naruto clenched his fists, his resolve unwavering. We'll do whatever it takes to bring her back, just like we did with Sasuke. With their mission clear, Team 7, along with Kakashi and Sai, set out to locate Karen. Their journey took them to remote villages and hidden caves, following leads that hinted at her whereabouts. As they delved deeper into their search, Naruto couldn't help but think about the shattered bonds that had led to this point. Karen had been a part of their team, a comrade he had once fought alongside. Her descent into darkness served as a painful reminder of how fragile their connections could be. One evening, as they made camp, Naruto decided to talk to Sasuke about Karen. He knew that this mission held a personal weight for Sasuke, as it was a reminder of the choices he had once made. "Sasuke," Naruto began, his voice sincere, "I know this mission is difficult for you. Karen was our comrade, just like you were. It's a stark reminder of the choices we've all made in the past." Sasuke, his gaze locked on the campfire, nodded. "It is difficult, Naruto. But I've accepted my past and the choices I've made. I want to bring Karen back, just like we did with me." Their conversation was interrupted by the sound of a distant battle. They quickly extinguished the campfire and moved in the direction of the commotion, ready to confront the rogue ninja. They found Karen in a fierce battle with a group of rogue ninja who had become her allies. Her red hair flowed like a fiery banner as she unleashed powerful jutsu upon her adversaries. Her eyes, once filled with warmth, now held a cold, distant gaze. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura rushed into the battle, their mission clear. They needed to subdue Karen and bring her back to Konoha, no matter the cost. Karen, upon seeing her former comrades, displayed a mix of surprise and anger. The battle was intense, and the bonds that had once united them were now buried beneath the weight of their choices. Karen fought fiercely, her chakra-infused attacks pushing Team 7 to their limits. Naruto could see the pain in Karen's eyes, a reflection of the choices they had all made. Her descent into darkness was a stark reminder of how easily their bonds could shatter. As the battle raged on, Sasuke stepped forward, his eyes locked on Karen. He knew that he had to be the one to reach out to her, just as Naruto had done for him. "Karen," Sasuke said, his voice unwavering, "I understand the path you've walked. But it's not too late to turn back. We can help you find a better way." Karen hesitated, her chakra-infused attacks faltering for a moment. The battle around them continued, but in that moment, a flicker of doubt crossed her face. Naruto, Sakura, and the others fought to protect Karen from the rogue ninja, while Sasuke reached out to her. He extended his hand, a gesture of hope and redemption. "Come back with us, Karen," Sasuke implored. "We'll face whatever challenges lie ahead together." Karen stared at Sasuke's outstretched hand, a conflict raging within her. Memories of their shared history as a team, of the bonds they had once forged, clashed with the darkness that had consumed her. Finally, with a mixture of regret and determination, Karen reached out and grasped Sasuke's hand. The battle came to an abrupt halt and the rogue ninja retreated, leaving Team 7 standing together with Karen. The weight of the moment was immense, and they knew that the road to redemption would be long and challenging. As they returned to Konoha with Karen in tow, the village watched with a mixture of relief and apprehension. Karen's return was a testament to the power of their bonds, the enduring hope for redemption that guided their actions. Tsunade welcomed them back, her expression a mixture of relief and determination. "You did well, Team 7. You've brought Karen back to us." Naruto smiled, his eyes filled with hope for the future. "We'll help Karen find her way, just like we did with Sasuke." The journey to redemption was a path filled with challenges and heartache, but they were ready to face it together, knowing that their bonds were unbreakable. As the village of Konoha continued to thrive, its future remained bright, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the strength of their village. In the aftermath of their mission to bring back Karen, Team 7 had returned to Konoha, once again proving the strength of their bonds and their commitment to redemption. The village had welcomed Karen with open arms, offering her a chance to rebuild her life and find her place within the community. It seemed like the darkest days of their past were behind them. However, in the world of shinobi, tranquility was often short-lived. One quiet evening, as Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, and their teammates gathered at a small restaurant in the village, they enjoyed a rare moment of respite. Laughter and camaraderie filled the air as they shared stories and relished in the bonds they had rebuilt. As the night grew darker, they decided to call it a day and made their way back to their respective homes. The village's tranquil streets were bathed in the soft glow of lanterns, and the night was quiet, with the promise of a peaceful rest. Naruto, after bidding his friends goodnight, entered his apartment. He felt a deep sense of contentment, knowing that they had been successful in bringing Sasuke and Karen back into the fold. But, as he settled into his bed, a feeling of unease crept over him. The following morning, Naruto awoke to an unusual message delivered by a messenger hawk. The scroll bore the official Konoha seal, and Naruto recognized the elegant handwriting as Tsunade's. His heart quickened as he unrolled the message. The message was brief but filled with urgency. It read, "Meet me at my office immediately. We have a pressing matter to discuss." Naruto quickly dressed and rushed to the Hokage's office, his mind filled with concern. He arrived to find Tsunade, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sai gathered around a large table covered with maps and scrolls. Tsunade's expression was tense as she explained the situation. "Naruto, we've received intelligence that an S-rank criminal, Jiro, has been spotted near the border of the Land of Fire. We need to take action immediately. Naruto frowned, his mind racing as he processed the information. An S-rank criminal was a formidable adversary, and the village's safety was at stake. What do we know about Jiro, Hokage-sama? Kakashi, who had been beepizing the intelligence, replied, Jiro is a highly skilled ninja with a history of brutal acts. He's known to be cunning and dangerous. We can't underestimate him. Tsunade continued, we need a team to locate and apprehend Jiro before he can cause harm to the village. Naruto, you, Sasuke, and Sakura are our best chance to capture him. Naruto nodded, his determination unwavering. We'll track down Jiro and bring him to justice. Their mission was clear. Capture Jiro, a dangerous rogue ninja who posed a significant threat to the village. With their team assembled, they set out on their mission, their hearts filled with determination and a sense of duty. Their journey took them to the border of the Land of Fire, where they followed the trail of the elusive Jiro. The path was fraught with danger, as they encountered traps and ambushes set by their adversary. It became clear that Jiro was not only a skilled ninja, but also a master tactician. As they navigated the dense forest, Naruto couldn't help but think about the past. The bonds he had forged with his friends were their greatest strength, and their unity had pulled Sasuke and Karen back from the brink of darkness. Now, they faced a new challenge that threatened to test those bonds once again. Their search for Jiro led them deeper into the forest, and they were forced to rely on their instincts and teamwork to navigate the treacherous terrain. The tension in the air was palpable as they moved forward, knowing that they were getting closer to their quarry. The moment of confrontation finally arrived when they stumbled upon a hidden camp deep in the forest. Jiro was there, his presence hidden by a game jutsu. As Team 7 approached the camp, the atmosphere grew tense, and they prepared for the inevitable confrontation. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai surrounded the camp, their senses on high alert. The battle that followed was fierce and unforgiving, with Jiro proving to be a formidable adversary. His attacks were precise and deadly, and it was clear that he had a deep understanding of combat tactics. As the battle raged on, Naruto couldn't help but feel the weight of the situation. They were once again facing a threat to their village, and their bonds were being tested by the danger that surrounded them. Sasuke, with his Sharingan activated, fought with a determination that surpassed even his previous battles. Sakura displayed her medical ninjutsu skills, providing support and healing as needed. Sai's tactical abilities came into play as he beepized Jiro's movements and provided crucial information to the team. Naruto's fighting style, a blend of his unique chakra nature and his unwavering determination, allowed him to hold his own against Jiro. They clashed with ferocity, their blows echoing through the forest as the shadows of the trees danced around them. Despite the odds, Team 7's unity and determination began to wear down Jiro's defenses. As the battle reached its climax, Naruto and Sasuke launched a combined attack, forcing Jiro into a vulnerable position. Naruto, with a Rasengan in hand, moved to deliver the final blow. Jiro, his defenses shattered, was left with no escape. But just as Naruto was about to strike, a hidden trap was triggered. Spikes erupted from the ground, separating Naruto from Jiro, who seized the opportunity to escape. Naruto's attack missed its mark, and Jiro vanished into the forest. The forest fell silent, the echoes of their battle still ringing in their ears. Naruto, his frustration boiling over, slammed his fist into the ground. He had been so close to capturing Jiro, and their quarry had slipped through their fingers. Tsunade's voice echoed in Naruto's mind as he realized the gravity of their situation. Naruto, we can't underestimate him. As the team regrouped, Naruto felt a sense of unease. Jiro's escape had revealed a formidable adversary who would stop at nothing to evade capture. Their mission had taken a dangerous turn, and their bonds were being tested by the challenges they faced. Tsunade's words served as a reminder of the urgency of their mission. They couldn't afford to let Jiro escape, and the safety of the village depended on their success. With renewed determination, Team 7 set out once more, following the trail that had led them deeper into the forest. The challenges that awaited them were formidable, but their bonds and their commitment to justice would guide them through the trials that lay ahead. The battle with Jiro had left an indelible mark on their journey. The bonds they had forged were their greatest strength, and they would need that strength to confront the threats that loomed on the horizon. As they pressed forward, their unity and determination remained unshaken, a testament to the enduring power of their friendship and the strength of their village. The pursuit of Jiro continued deep into the heart of the forest, where the dense trees cast long shadows and the air was heavy with tension. Team 7 remained resolute in their mission to capture the dangerous rogue ninja, but their journey was fraught with challenges, both physical and emotional. As they pushed deeper into the forest, the bonds that united Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai were tested once again. The encounter with Jiro had revealed the fragility of their unity, and Naruto couldn't help but wonder if they were fated to face such trials. Their determination was unwavering, and they remained vigilant, searching for any signs that might lead them to Jiro. The forest seemed to close in around them, and the sound of rustling leaves and distant bird calls was all they could hear. Sasuke, his Sharingan activated, took the lead as they followed a faint trail that Jiro had left behind. The tension was palpable, and Naruto could see the determination etched on his friend's face. The pursuit of Jiro had taken on a personal dimension for Sasuke, a chance to prove that their bonds could overcome any challenge. Their journey led them to a small clearing in the forest, where they finally caught up with Jiro. He was standing with his back to them, facing a large tree that bore the scars of his relentless attacks. The battle was inevitable. As they approached, Jiro turned to face them, his expression filled with a mixture of determination and resignation. His eyes met Sasuke's, and for a moment, an unspoken understanding passed between them. Naruto, Sakura, and Sai formed a defensive line, ready to confront Jiro. The battle that followed was fierce, as Jiro fought with an intensity born from the knowledge that he had no escape. Naruto, his Rasengan charged, attacked with unyielding determination. Sakura provided support, her medical ninjutsu skills keeping their team in fighting shape. Sai's tactical abilities came into play as he beepized Jiro's movements and provided crucial information to the team. Sasuke, with his Sharingan activated, matched Jiro blow for blow. The two engaged in a fierce clash, their skills and determination evenly matched. The forest was filled with the sound of their jutsu and the echoes of their battle. As they fought, Naruto couldn't help but think about their past, the bonds they had forged, and the unity that had brought them through countless trials. The battle with Jiro was a reflection of the challenges they had faced, both as individuals and as a team. Jiro's words resonated through the battle, revealing the depth of his resentment and anger. He had once been a comrade, a part of their shared history, and now he had become their adversary. Despite Jiro's formidable skills, Team 7's unity began to wear down his defenses. The determination and resilience that had carried them through their previous missions were once again on display. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai had grown as individuals and as a team, and their unity was their greatest strength. The bonds they had forged were unbreakable, a testament to the enduring power of friendship. As the battle reached its climax, Naruto launched a powerful Rasengan, colliding with Jiro's jutsu. The force of the impact sent Jiro hurtling backward, crashing into the tree with a resounding thud. The forest fell silent, the echoes of their battle still ringing in their ears. Jiro lay on the ground, his body battered and bruised. Naruto, his breathing heavy, approached their fallen adversary. Sasuke, with his Sharingan still active, stepped forward, his voice firm and unwavering. "Jiro, it's not too late to find a better path. We've faced our own darkness, and we know that redemption is possible." Jiro, his eyes filled with a mixture of pain and regret, looked up at Sasuke. The bitterness that had consumed him was evident, but there was also a glimmer of doubt. Naruto, extending his hand toward Jiro, implored, "Come back with us, Jiro. We'll face whatever challenges lie ahead together." Jiro's internal struggle was clear as he considered their words. The choices he had made, the path he had walked, and the bonds he had once forged were all in conflict. With a mixture of regret and determination, Jiro reached out and grasped Naruto's hand. The battle had come to an end, and the weight of their encounter was immense. As they made their way back to Konoha, their victory was tempered by the knowledge that redemption was possible, even in the face of darkness. Jiro, like Sasuke and Karen before him, had taken the first step on a new path, guided by the strength of their bonds and their unwavering commitment to justice. Tsunade welcomed them back, her expression a mixture of relief and pride. "You did well, Team 7. You've captured Jiro, and he'll face justice for his actions." Naruto smiled, his eyes filled with hope for the future. "We'll help Jiro find his way, just like we did with Sasuke and Karen." The journey to redemption was a path filled with challenges and heartache, but they were ready to face it together, knowing that their bonds were unbreakable. The village of Konoha continued to thrive, its future brighter with the promise of redemption. Naruto had once again proven that the bonds they had forged were their greatest strength, and their commitment to justice and the strength of their village remained unshaken. The return to Konoha with Jiro in custody marked another successful mission for Team 7. Their unyielding determination, teamwork, and the strength of their bonds had once again prevailed. However, their work was far from over, as the road to redemption for Jiro was just beginning. The village had mixed reactions to Jiro's capture. While some were relieved that a dangerous criminal had been apprehended, others were skeptical, doubting that redemption was possible for someone who had caused so much harm. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai understood the weight of their task. To help Jiro rebuild his life and earn the trust of the village. Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, called them into her office to discuss their next steps. Her tone was serious as she addressed the team. "I commend you for capturing Jiro, but now the real work begins. We need to find a way for him to make amends for his actions and regain the trust of the village." Naruto nodded, fully aware of the challenges they faced. "We'll do everything we can to help Jiro find his way and make amends. Just like we did with Sasuke and Karen." Sasuke and Sakura echoed Naruto's sentiments, their determination clear. Tsunade continued, I'll have a team of expert interrogators and counselors work with Jiro to understand his motivations and actions. We need to find the best way for him to contribute positively to the village. With their mission clear, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai set out to help Jiro on his path to redemption. They visited him in the high-security detention center, where he was held under strict supervision. The air in the room was charged with tension as they faced their former comrade. Jiro's eyes held a mixture of bitterness and regret as he addressed them. I know what I did was unforgivable. I don't expect you to trust me. Naruto, his expression compassionate, replied, We've all faced our darkness, Jiro. We know that redemption is possible. We'll help you find a better path. Sakura, with her medical expertise, performed a thorough examination to ensure that Jiro's health was stable. Sai, with his tactical skills, assessed the security measures in place. They were committed to giving Jiro the best chance at rebuilding his life. Over the following weeks, Team 7, along with the counselors and interrogators, worked closely with Jiro. They delved into his past, seeking to understand the motivations and circumstances that had led him down a dark path. Jiro's story was a painful one, filled with tragedy and loss. He had suffered greatly, which had fueled his descent into darkness. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai listened empathetically, recognizing that redemption often required confronting and addressing one's past. Sasuke, who had walked a similar path of darkness and vengeance, shared his own experiences with Jiro. He spoke of the choices he had made and the path he had walked, highlighting that redemption was possible, even in the face of the gravest of crimes. Naruto, known for his unwavering determination and indomitable spirit, trained with Jiro, teaching him to harness his chakra for constructive purposes. They spent countless hours together, working on Jiro's control and honing his abilities. Sakura, with her kind heart and medical knowledge, helped Jiro heal both physically and emotionally. She showed him that redemption was not only about making amends to the village, but also about healing the wounds within oneself. Sai, with his bipidical skills, assisted Jiro in understanding the consequences of his actions and how he could contribute positively to the village. They discussed ways for Jiro to use his skills for the betterment of the community. Their efforts to help Jiro rebuild his life were met with skepticism from some in the village. Doubt and mistrust lingered, and not everyone believed that redemption was possible. The road to rebuilding trust was a long and challenging one. Tsunade, recognizing the need to address the village's concerns, organized a town hall meeting. The villagers had the opportunity to voice their fears and doubts about Jiro's redemption. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai stood by Jiro's side as he faced the community's judgment. The meeting was emotionally charged, with some villagers expressing anger and skepticism. However, Naruto, with his unwavering belief in the power of redemption, and Sasuke, who had faced his own darkness, shared their stories and assured the villagers that redemption was possible. Sakura spoke of the healing power of forgiveness and empathy, highlighting that redemption required not only Jiro's efforts, but also the support and understanding of the community. Sai, with his tactical insights, presented a plan for Jiro to contribute positively to the village, proposing that he could use his skills for the greater good. Slowly, as the meeting progressed, some villagers began to reconsider their doubts. They saw the determination and commitment of Team 7, and the message of hope began to resonate. In the weeks that followed, Jiro worked tirelessly to contribute to the village. He used his skills as a tactician to help strategize and plan for the village's security. His efforts, combined with Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai's unwavering support, gradually won over some of the villagers. The turning point came when Jiro's strategies and contributions led to the successful defense of the village against a group of rogue ninja. The villagers witnessed firsthand the impact of Jiro's redemption and his commitment to protecting the community. As the village celebrated their victory, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai stood alongside Jiro, their bond stronger than ever. The road to redemption had been challenging, but they had shown that it was possible, even in the face of the gravest of crimes. Tsunade, observing the progress and transformation of Jiro, spoke with a sense of pride. You've done well, Team 7. You've helped Jiro find his way and rebuild his life. The village is safer, and Jiro has a chance for redemption. Naruto smiled, his eyes filled with hope for the future. We'll face the challenges ahead together, just like we always have. The journey to rebuilding trust had been a long and arduous one, but it had demonstrated the enduring power of friendship and the strength of their village. The bonds that united Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Sai, and Jiro were unbreakable, a testament to the belief in the power of redemption and the commitment to justice. With Jiro's redemption and the trust of the village gradually being rebuilt, Team 7 had once again proven that their bonds and unwavering commitment to justice were forces to be reckoned with. The challenges they had faced had only strengthened their unity, and as they returned to their daily lives, a new sense of purpose began to emerge. The village of Konoha thrived, its streets bustling with activity. The bonds of the community remained unshaken, and the promise of a brighter future seemed within reach. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai continued their missions, honing their skills and protecting the village they held dear. In the midst of their daily routines, Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, called them into her office one sunny morning. Her tone was a mix of seriousness and optimism as she addressed the team. Team 7, your recent successes in helping Jiro find redemption have not gone unnoticed, Tsunade began. The village is grateful for your unwavering dedication to justice and your commitment to rebuilding trust. Naruto, always eager to face new challenges, asked, what do you need from us, Hokage-sama? Tsunade smiled, her expression filled with pride. I have a special mission in mind, one that I believe is suited to your unique skills and determination. The village has recently received a request for assistance from a neighboring nation, the Land of Harmony. They are facing a grave threat and they've specifically requested the aid of Team 7. Sasuke's curiosity was piqued. What kind of threat are they facing, Hokage-sama? Tsunade explained, the Land of Harmony is known for its rich cultural heritage and they are currently facing an internal conflict that threatens to tear their nation apart. There are factions vying for power and the peace they have cherished for generations is at risk. They've requested our help in mediating the conflict and finding a peaceful solution. Sakura, with her medical expertise, recognized the significance of the mission. So, they're asking us to help preserve the harmony of their nation. Tsunade nodded. Exactly. Your unique skills and the bonds you share make you the ideal team to embark on this mission. It's an opportunity to not only protect our neighbors, but also to further promote the message of redemption and unity. Naruto's determination burned brightly. We'll do everything we can to help the Land of Harmony find peace and harmony. With the mission's details finalized, Team 7 set out on their journey to the Land of Harmony. The nation was a picturesque blend of lush landscapes and vibrant cities, but the undercurrent of tension was unmistakable. As they arrived at the capital city, they were greeted by the delegation from the Land of Harmony. The leader, Lady Hana, welcomed them with a warm smile, expressing her gratitude for their assistance. The harmony of our nation is in peril, Lady Hana explained, her voice heavy with concern. We are facing internal conflicts that threaten to destroy the peace we have cherished for generations. Your assistance is our last hope. Team 7 assured Lady Hana that they were committed to finding a peaceful resolution and preserving the nation's harmony. Their journey had taught them the value of unity and redemption, and they were determined to share those lessons with the people of the Land of Harmony. Their first task was to meet with the leaders of the conflicting factions. The tensions were palpable as they entered negotiations, and the weight of their mission became increasingly clear. Naruto, with his charisma and unyielding spirit, tried to bridge the gaps between the factions. He spoke of the power of redemption and the importance of finding common ground. He shared stories of their own challenges and the journey they had undertaken to rebuild trust. Sasuke, with his strategic mind and the wisdom gained from his own redemption, worked to find solutions that would satisfy both parties. He emphasized the value of unity and the dangers of division. Sakura, with her medical knowledge and compassionate heart, provided support to those affected by the conflict. She listened to their stories and offered healing, both physical and emotional. Sai, with his tactical skills, assisted in understanding the dynamics of the conflict and identifying potential areas of compromise. He helped mediate discussions and proposed solutions that would benefit all parties. Despite the challenges, Team 7's unwavering determination and the bonds they had forged began to make an impact. The leaders of the conflicting factions, inspired by the team's commitment to justice and redemption, gradually started to consider peaceful solutions. As the negotiations progressed, they encountered a pivotal moment when a breakthrough seemed possible. Naruto, with his indomitable spirit, proposed a symbolic gesture of unity. He suggested that the leaders plant a tree of harmony in the heart of the capital city as a symbol of their commitment to peace and reconciliation. Sasuke, recognizing the power of symbolism, supported Naruto's idea. The act of planting a tree would not only serve as a lasting reminder of their unity, but also bring the people of the Land of Harmony together for a common purpose. The proposal resonated with the leaders, and they agreed to the plan. Together, they selected a tree, a symbol of hope and renewal, and with the support of the entire community, they planted it in the central square of the capital city. As the tree took root, its branches stretching toward the sky, the people of the Land of Harmony gathered to celebrate. They participated in the planting ceremony, symbolizing the unity and reconciliation that had been achieved. Team 7, alongside Lady Hana and the leaders of the factions, watched with pride as the people of the Land of Harmony came together. The village's message of redemption and unity had made a significant impact and the nation was on the path to healing. As they prepared to depart, Lady Hana expressed her gratitude. You have brought harmony back to our land and we are forever indebted to you. Naruto, his heart filled with hope for the future, replied, "We'll face the challenges ahead together, just like we always have." Their journey to the land of harmony had not only preserved the nation's peace, but also reinforced a message of redemption and unity. The bonds that united Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai had proven to be a force for positive change, and the strength of their village's ideals shone brighter than ever. But the successful mission to the land of harmony behind them, Team 7 had once again demonstrated the power of their bonds and their unwavering commitment to justice, redemption, and unity. As they returned to the village of Konoha, a sense of accomplishment filled their hearts, and the future held the promise of even greater challenges and opportunities. The streets of Konoha were alive with activity, and the bonds of the community remained strong. The lessons learned from their past trials, the redemption of their former comrades, and their recent mission to the land of harmony had only deepened their commitment to protecting their village and promoting peace. As they resumed their daily lives and missions, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai couldn't help but reflect on their journey and the impact they had made. Their unique bond and determination had not only helped their former comrades find redemption, but it also brought harmony to a neighboring nation. One sunny afternoon, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai gathered at the village's training grounds where their journey had first begun. The training ground held a special place in their hearts as it was where they had first formed their team and embarked on countless missions and challenges. Naruto, with his trademark smile, looked at his friends and said, "We've come a long way from the day we first became Team 7. We faced darkness, redemption, and helped others find their way." Sasuke, his expression more open than in the past, nodded in agreement. "Our journey has taught us the value of unity, the power of redemption, and the strength of our bonds." Sakura, with her unwavering compassion, added, "We've seen that even in the face of the gravest of crimes, redemption is possible, and unity can bring harmony." Sai, who had learned the value of genuine emotion, said, "Our journey has reinforced the importance of understanding, empathy, and the ability to bring people together." Their reflections were interrupted by the sound of laughter and cheers in the distance. They turned to see a group of children, eager to train and learn the ways of the ninja. The future generation of Konoha, inspired by their heroes, Team 7, had gathered to train at the same grounds where their mentors had once trained. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai watched with pride as the children displayed their skills, their determination, and their camaraderie. The future of the village was in good hands, and the bonds they had fostered would continue to shape the destiny of Konoha. As the children practiced their jutsu, Naruto couldn't help but feel a sense of optimism. The lessons they had learned, the challenges they had faced, and the victories they had achieved were not just for their own sake, but for the betterment of their village and the world. Sasuke, his gaze focused on the future, said, "Our journey is far from over. We have a responsibility to guide the next generation and ensure that the bonds of unity and redemption continue to shine brightly." Sakura, her voice filled with determination, added, "The path we've walked, the lessons we've learned, and the bonds we've forged will continue to inspire others to find their way." Sai, who had come to understand the value of emotion and connection, concluded, "Our journey has shown that even in the darkest of times, there is always a path to redemption, and the future holds the promise of unity and harmony." Their commitment to their village and to the values they held dear was unwavering. As they watched the children of Konoha, they knew that the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had forged would continue to guide the village toward a shining future. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai had come a long way from the day they had first become Team 7. Their journey had taken them through darkness, redemption, and the promotion of unity and harmony. They had faced formidable challenges and found a way to bring their former comrades back from the brink of darkness. Their village, Konoha, thrived, and the bonds of the community remained strong. The lessons learned and the values upheld by Team 7 had shaped the destiny of the village, and their legacy would continue to shine brightly in the hearts of the next generation. As the sun set over the village of Konoha, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and Sai stood on the training grounds, their hearts filled with hope and determination. The future held countless challenges and opportunities, and they were ready to face them together, just as they always had. Their journey was far from over, and the bonds they had forged were unbreakable. The path to redemption, unity, and a shining future would continue to guide their way, ensuring that the village of Konoha would always remain a beacon of hope, unity, and justice in the shinobi world. So this part ends here. Alright, that's it for today's video guys. Let me know in the comments section how was the story, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will meet you in another video. Bye bye.